Hello there, and welcome to Sleepy Science Night. I'm so glad you found your way here tonight. The connection between our minds and our bodies is one of the most profound mysteries in all of science. A bridge, music between thought and tissue, between consciousness and healing. Tonight, drift gently through the emerging field of music, psychoneuroimmunology, exploring how the very act of thinking music can reshape our biology and guide our bodies toward wellness. Wherever you are right now, perhaps settling into the softness of your pillow or listening to the gentle silence of the evening, allow yourself music to settle into this shared moment of discovery tonight. Music. Explore 100 remarkable truths about how healing begins in the mind, from the microscopic dance of immune cells responding to our thoughts to the vast networks of nerves that carry messages of peace and restoration throughout our bodies, to the quiet revolution happening in laboratories around the world where scientists, music are proving that hope itself has biological power. If this quiet music exploration of mind-body healing helps you unwind, a gentle like and subscribe. Music helps other sleepless souls discover this peaceful space. It only takes a moment, but it means the universe to us. We'd be grateful. But there's no pressure at all. One sleepy soul music at a time. For now, just let your shoulders soften. Let your breathing fall into its own rhythm. Imagine music yourself floating in a space where thoughts become medicine, where peaceful awareness, music becomes the gentlest form of healing. Now, if you're ready, let's begin our quiet journey, music, through the science of how healing truly begins in the mind. Imagine you're part of an endless stream of music consciousness, where thoughts bloom and dissolve like waves moving, without boundaries, without destination, only the gentle flow of awareness. Music meeting awareness. Let go of all limits. Let your mind drift, music, through the space of healing connection. Your thoughts can literally change your immune system. Music within minutes. Recent research from 2024 shows that when people, music, practice guided meditation or positive visualization, their white blood music cells begin producing different proteins almost immediately. Scientists, music, at Columbia University discovered that the brain communicates directly with immune cells through neural pathways, sending music chemical signals that can either calm inflammation or activate healing music responses. This isn't just psychology, it's measurable biochemistry. When you music think peaceful thoughts, your body receives those thoughts as instructions. Music translating mental calm into physical restoration. The mind, it turns out, speaks the same language as the cells. There's a specific nerve in your body called the vagus nerve that acts like a superhighway between your brain and your healing systems. This remarkable nerve, discovered to be central to mind-body healing in 2024, research extends from your brainstem down to your heart, lungs, stomach, and immune organs. When you feel music safe, calm, or loved, the vagus nerve carries these emotional states directly, music, to your organs as healing signals. Scientists call this the inflammatory reflex. Music, your mind's direct ability to reduce harmful inflammation throughout your body. Every time you take a slow, deep breath or feel genuinely peaceful, you're activating an ancient biological music pathway that your ancestors used to heal from within. The field studying how your mind affects your body's healing is called psychoneuroimmunology, and it's revolutionizing medicine. This discipline, which bridges psychology, neuroscience, and immunology, has discovered music that stress hormones can suppress immune function while positive emotions can music enhance. Research published in 2024 shows that people who practice mindfulness meditation develop stronger immune responses, music to vaccines, and recover faster from illnesses. The implications are profound. Your mental state isn't music just how you feel about being sick. It's actually influencing whether you get sick at all. Your thoughts, quite literally, are medicine. when music you experience chronic stress, your body produces a hormone called cortisol that can interfere with healing for months. But here's the remarkable part. When you consciously shift into music states of calm through meditation, deep breathing, or gentle music movement, you can reduce cortisol levels within 20 minutes. Recent neuroscience studies show that the prefrontal music cortex, the part of your brain associated with conscious awareness, can override stress signals from deeper brain regions. This means that healing isn't music just something that happens to you. It's something you can actively participate in through the quality music of your thoughts and the intentionality of your awareness. Your music immune system has something that scientists call memory, and positive music experiences can actually train it to be more effective. Research from 2024 demonstrates that when people practice loving kindness, meditation, or engage in acts of compassion, their immune cells become more music responsive to future challenges. This immune memory isn't just about recognizing viruses or music bacteria. It's about maintaining the delicate balance between protection and inflammation. The music kindness you show yourself, the gentleness you cultivate in your thoughts, becomes music encoded in your body's defense systems like a blueprint for wellness. Sleep itself is when most mind-body healing occurs, and the quality of your thoughts before sleep directly influences this repair process. During deep sleep stages, your brain clears toxins through music, a system called the glymphatic pathway, while your body releases growth hormone and other music healing chemicals. Studies show that people who practice gratitude or peaceful reflection before sleep have more restorative sleep cycles and better immune function. Your bedtime thoughts, music, become the foundation for your body's overnight restoration, making this quiet time we're sharing right now one of the most healing things you can do. The placebo effect, once dismissed music by science, is now understood to be one of the most powerful demonstrations of mind-body healing. When people music believe they're receiving helpful treatment, their brains release actual healing chemicals, endorphins, dopamine, and natural anti-inflammatory compounds. Recent brain imaging studies show that placebo responses activate the same neural pathways as real medications. This doesn't make the healing fake. It makes it profoundly real, demonstrating that hope, music, belief, and positive expectation are not just feelings, but biological music forces capable of creating measurable physical change. Your heart contains bells music, about 40,000 neurons, so many that scientists sometimes call it music. The little brain in your chest, this cardiac nervous system, communicates music directly with your brain, sending more signals upward than it receives downward. When you feel emotions like gratitude, compassion, or peace, your heart rhythm becomes music more coherent, which influences your brain's ability to process information clearly and your body's ability to heal efficiently. The phrase healing from the heart turns music out to be literally accurate. Your heart is an active participant in mind-body medicine, not just a pump, but an intelligent organ contributing to your overall wellness. Meditation physically changes the music structure of your brain in ways that enhance healing. Neuroplasticity. Research from 2024 shows that just 8 weeks of mindfulness practice increases the thickness of the prefrontal cortex and reduces the music size of the amygdala, the brain's fear center. These aren't music temporary changes, they're actual structural remodeling that persists long. Music. After meditation sessions end, the areas of the brain associated with emotional regulation, empathy, and stress resilience, music, literally grow larger, while regions associated with anxiety and reactivity shrink. Music. Your capacity for healing becomes built into your brain's architecture. The gut-brain axis is so strong, music, that scientists now refer to the intestines as the second brain. Your digestive system contains over 500 million neurons and produces about 90% of your body's music serotonin, a neurotransmitter crucial for mood and healing. When you're stressed or anxious, this gut-brain communication can become disrupted, affecting both digestion and immune function. But when you cultivate music inner peace, the vagus nerve helps synchronize these systems, improving both mental clarity and physical wellness. The butterflies you feel in your stomach during emotional moments are actually your gut and brain having a conversation about how to respond music to your inner state. Touch activates healing pathways in both the person giving and receiving. Research shows that gentle, caring touch releases music oxytocin, sometimes called the healing hormone, which reduces inflammation, lowers blood pressure, and promotes tissue repair. Even music self-touch, like placing your hand on your heart during meditation, can activate these same healing responses. This is why healing traditions across cultures have always included gentle touch as medicine. Your skin isn't just a barrier. It's an organ of connection, music that translates physical kindness into biological healing. Visualization and guided imagery can influence your body's music's cellular activity in remarkable ways. Athletes have long known that mentally rehearsing movements, music, improves physical performance. But recent research shows that visualizing healing scenarios can actually influence immune function and pain perception. When people imagine their immune cells successfully fighting off illness, their actual immune markers improve. This isn't mind over matter. It's mind, music with matter, demonstrating that consciousness and biology are far more integrated than science. Music once believed. Laughter triggers the release of endorphins and other healing chemicals while simultaneously reducing music stress hormones. Studies show that even the anticipation of laughter can boost immune music function. Your sense of humor isn't just entertainment. It's a built-in healing mechanism that evolution has preserved because joy itself is medicine. The lightness, music you feel when something genuinely amuses you is your nervous system shifting into music a state that promotes healing and resilience. Music therapy can synchronize brain waves and heart music rhythms in ways that promote healing. Specific frequencies and rhythms can activate music, the parasympathetic nervous system, reduce pain perception, and even music influence gene expression. The soothing background sounds you might be hearing right now aren't just pleasant. Music, they're actively supporting your body's shift into restorative states. Sound, music, isn't just heard, it's felt throughout your body as vibrations. Music that can either promote stress or healing, depending on their quality and intention. Social connection is music so fundamental to healing that loneliness, can actually suppress immune function. Music, while feeling loved and supported, enhances it. The warmth you feel when truly seen and understood by another person translates into measurable changes in stress hormones and immune activity. Even the sense of connection you might be experiencing right now, listening to these gentle words in the darkness, activates music. Some of the same healing pathways as physical presence. Your capacity to heal is deeply intertwined with your capacity to connect. Breathing is the one function of your autonomic nervous system that you can consciously control. Music, making it a bridge between your mind and your body's healing responses. Music, when you breathe slowly and deeply, you're directly influencing your vagus nerve, shifting your nervous system from stress mode to healing mode. Each exhale is like pressing a music reset button for your entire physiology. The breath you're taking right now is both keeping you alive, music, and offering you a pathway to deeper healing. Gratitude practices change gene expression in ways that reduce inflammation and support immune function. When people regularly focus on what they're thankful for, their cells begin producing different proteins, more anti-inflammatory compounds, and fewer stress, music-related molecules. This means that appreciation isn't just a nice feeling. It's a genetic music instruction for wellness. The simple act of acknowledging goodness in your life becomes a form of cellular medicine. Forest bathing or spending mindful time in nature measurably boosts immune system activity. Trees, music, release compounds called phytoncides that, when breathed in music, increase the activity of natural killer cells. Immune music cells that fight cancer and viral infections. Even visualizing yourself in a peaceful music natural setting can activate some of these same healing responses. Your connection to the natural world isn't just spiritual, it's immunological, reflecting your body's music deep relationship with the environment that shaped your evolution. The timing of your healing thoughts matters. Research shows that music immune function follows circadian rhythms, with certain healing processes being more active during specific times of day, evening and nighttime, when your body naturally shifts into rest and music repair mode, are especially powerful times for mind-body healing music practices. The fact that you're listening to this peaceful content now as your body prepares for sleep means you're aligning your healing intentions with your biology's natural rhythms. Forgiveness, both of yourself, music, and others, has measurable effects on cardiovascular health and immune function. Music, holding on to anger and resentment, keeps your body in a state of chronic stress, while forgiveness activates healing pathways. This doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior. It means music freeing your physiology from the burden of carrying stress-inducing emotions. The peace you find through forgiveness becomes music peace in your cells, creating space for your body's natural healing intelligence to emerge. Your beliefs about aging and illness can actually influence how your body ages and responds to disease. People who view aging as a natural process, they can influence positively, show slower cellular aging and better health outcomes than those who see it as inevitable decline. Your mindset about your body's capabilities, music, becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy at the cellular level. The hope and possibility you hold for your own healing actually helps create the biological conditions for that healing music to occur. Compassion. Meditation increases activity in brain regions, music associated with empathy and emotional regulation, while simultaneously boosting immune function. When you practice sending music-loving thoughts to yourself and others, you're not just being kind, you're activating neural networks that music support, both psychological and physical well-being. The love you generate in your mind becomes love in your biology, demonstrating that kindness is not just an emotion, but a form of internal medicine. The microbiome, the community of beneficial bacteria in your gut, is directly influenced by music. Your stress levels and emotional states. When you're calm and happy, you support the growth of helpful bacteria that aid digestion, music, and immune function. When you're stressed or anxious, harmful music bacteria can proliferate. Your inner emotional environment literally shapes the microscopic ecosystem music that influences your health. Taking care of your emotional well-being is also taking care of the trillions of tiny allies that support music, your wellness. Prayer and spiritual practices, regardless of specific beliefs, activate neural pathways associated with healing and stress reduction. Music, the sense of connection to something greater than yourself, whether you call it God, universe, or simply the interconnectedness of life, engages music, the same brain regions that support emotional regulation and immune function. Your spiritual life, however you define it, is also your biological life, influencing your body's capacity for health and healing. Mirror neurons in your brain fire music, both when you perform an action and when you observe others performing the same action. This means that watching others heal, or even imagining healing occurring in others, activates music healing pathways in your own brain and body. The compassion you feel for others' suffering and joy you feel for others' healing actually benefits music, your own physiology. Your capacity for empathy is also a capacity for self-healing, connecting you to the universal human music experience of recovery and renewal. Let's pause here and notice your body as you breathe out slowly to appreciate music, each tiny cell inside. Trillions of organisms working in silence, heart beating, lungs, music breathing, brain thinking, all without your command. Notice music, the gentle sensations on your skin, in your muscles, along your spine. You are a complete ecosystem, diverse, self-balancing. Each cell carries the wisdom of billions of years of evolution, and right now, they're all listening. Music to the quality of your thoughts, responding to the peace in your awareness. Now, we continue. Your nervous system is constantly music scanning for safety or threat, and this scanning directly influences your immune system. When you feel music safe, truly safe, your body can dedicate energy to healing and restoration. When you feel threatened, music resources shift toward protection and defense. The gentle environment you're in right now, listening to these peaceful words, is telling your nervous system that it's safe to heal. Neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to change music and adapt throughout life, is enhanced by positive emotions and mindfulness practices. Recent research shows that hope, curiosity, and wonder actually promote the growth of new neural connections. Your brain is literally reshaping itself. Right music now as you learn these facts, creating new pathways that support both learning and healing. The hormone oxytocin, released music during experiences of love and connection, has powerful anti-inflammatory effects. Music throughout the body, it also promotes wound healing and supports immune function. The warm feeling music you get when you feel truly cared for isn't just emotional. It's your body releasing medicine in music response to love. Yoga and gentle movement practices work as mind-body medicine by integrating breath movement, music, and awareness in ways that activate the parasympathetic nervous system. The stretching and flowing movements help move lymph fluid, which is crucial for immune function, while the mindful awareness calms the mind and nervous music system. Simultaneously, your cells have receptors for neurotransmitters like serotonin and music, dopamine, meaning your entire body can literally feel your emotions. When you experience music joy, peace, or contentment, these feelings, music, are registered not just in your brain, but throughout your physiology. Your emotional music state becomes your cellular state, influencing everything from digestion, music, to immune response. Chronic stress shrinks the hippocampus, the brain region, music responsible for memory and learning. But meditation and other healing practices can help it, music, grow back. Your brain's capacity for renewal is remarkable. Even areas that have been damaged, music by long-term stress can be restored through consistent practices that promote inner peace and emotional regulation. The entire nervous system in your music gut contains more neurons than your spinal cord and operates largely independently. Music of your brain. This gut brain responds directly to your emotional states, producing neurotransmitters and hormones that influence your mood and immune function. When you listen music to your gut feelings, you're literally accessing a form of embodied intelligence. Acupuncture and other traditional healing practices work by influencing the vagus nerve and other neural pathways that connect mind and body. Modern science is discovering that these ancient techniques activate specific biological mechanisms. Music, including the release of endorphins and the activation of anti-inflammatory pathways. Music, your immune system is more active during certain phases of sleep, particularly during deep, slow-wave sleep. The quality of your rest directly influences your body's ability to repair tissue, fight off infections, and maintain optimal immune function. Creating a peaceful mental environment before sleep, like you're doing now, supports music, this crucial healing time. Emotions are not just mental experiences, they're whole body phenomena that involve changes in heart rate, breathing, muscle tension, and immune activity. When you cultivate peaceful emotions. You're literally changing the chemical environment of every music cell in your body. Your emotional self-care is also your physical health care. The practice of loving kindness meditation music has been shown to lengthen telomeres, the protective caps on chromosomes. Music that are associated with cellular aging, sending loving thoughts to music yourself and others may actually slow the aging process at the genetic level. The compassion you cultivate is not music just healing for your heart, it's healing for your DNA. Your brain produces its own versions of morphine and music, other powerful painkillers through the endorphin system. Positive emotions, laughter, music, and gentle movement can all trigger the release of these natural pain relievers. Your capacity for joy is also your capacity to music manage discomfort and promote healing. The inflammatory response, while necessary for healing injuries and fighting infections, can become chronic and harmful when triggered by psychological stress. Mindfulness practices help regulate this response, allowing your immune system to respond music appropriately to real threats while remaining calm in the face of mental or emotional challenges. Heart rate, music, variability. The subtle changes in timing between heartbeats is a measure of your autonomic nervous system's music, flexibility and health. Practices like meditation, deep breathing, and gratitude increase heart rate variability, indicating better stress, resilience, and overall well-being. Your heart's rhythm reflects the harmony between your mind and body. The default mode network music in your brain, active when you're not focused on specific tasks, can either contribute to stress music through rumination or support healing through peaceful reflection. Mindfulness music practices help guide this network toward restorative rather than stress generating activity. The quality of your unfocused moments influences your overall health and happiness. If you're still here with me, thoughts still flickering like candlelight, just notice. Don't music judge. Just notice where your mind is. We're exploring consciousness itself, the very thing doing the exploring right now. The awareness that's listening to these words, feeling these sensations. This awareness, music, is not separate from healing. It is healing. Your conscious attention, music, is medicine. Let's drift onward together. Epigenetics, music, the study of how environment and behavior can influence gene expression, shows that your thoughts and emotions, music, can literally turn genes on or off. Stress can activate genes associated with inflammation, while peaceful music states can activate genes associated with healing and resilience. You're not just stuck with your genetic inheritance, you're actively participating in how those genes express themselves. The parasympathetic nervous system, responsible for rest and music repair, is activated by slow rhythmic activities like gentle music breathing, soft music, and peaceful reflection. When this music system is active, your body can focus energy on healing, digestion, and immune function rather than stress, response, and defense. Visualization can influence music gene expression related to immune function. When people imagine their immune cells successfully defending their health, actual changes occur in immune music system activity. Your imagination is not just fantasy. It's a tool for communicating healing intentions to your biology. The neurotransmitter, GABA, which promotes calm and relaxation, is produced not only in the brain, but music, also in the gut. Practices that promote mental peace also support the production, music, of this calming chemical throughout your body, creating a system-wide sense of tranquility. Music, biorhythms influence when different healing processes are most active. Evening hours when melatonin begins to rise and music cortisol falls are particularly favorable for restorative practices. Your body has natural windows of heightened healing potential, and learning to align with these rhythms, music amplifies your recovery. The vagus nerve becomes more active when you hum, sing, or engage in other activities that create vibrations in your throat and chest. Music. These vibrations directly stimulate the nerve pathways that promote healing and reduce inflammation. Even the gentle music, resonance of your breath during meditation activates these healing frequencies. Music. Chronic pain often involves changes in brain structure and function, but mindfulness and other mind-body practices can help reverse these changes. Music. The brain regions that process pain can be retrained through conscious attention and awareness, offering hope for healing. Even long-standing conditions, your cells respond to the electromagnetic field generated by your heart, which changes based on your emotional state. Coherent, peaceful emotions, music create harmonious electromagnetic patterns that support cellular function throughout your body. Your emotional coherence, music, literally tunes your biology. The practice of body scanning gently, bringing attention to different parts of your body increases interoceptive awareness and can improve immune function. Music. This heightened body awareness helps you recognize subtle signals of health and imbalance, supporting your body's natural self-regulation. Helping others activates the same neural reward pathways as receiving help, creating what researchers call a helper's high. Music that includes beneficial changes in immune function and stress hormone levels. Music. Your capacity to give and receive care is wired into your biology as a mutual healing process. We've traveled halfway, and in this moment, let music, each breath, guide you to realize time is yours, a separate stream that only you are living, while healing happens on its own timeline. This music moment, this moment you're breathing, listening is where peace, music begins. Feel yourself floating in the space between thoughts where healing doesn't need to be forced, where wellness naturally emerges, and we continue drifting. Microglia. The immune cells in your brain, music, respond to both physical threats and emotional states. Chronic music stress keeps them in an activated state that can interfere with memory and learning, while music peaceful practices help them return to their protective tent. Supportive role in brain health. Music. The gut microbiome changes within hours based on your stress levels and emotional states. When you're calm, beneficial music bacteria flourish, supporting both digestive and immune health. Your inner emotional environment is also your microbial music environment. Coherent breathing. Breathing at a rate of about 5 breaths, music per minute, synchronizes your heart, brain, and autonomic nervous music system in optimal patterns for healing. This natural rhythm music activates the body's innate wisdom and promotes system-wide harmony. The hormone melatonin, crucial for sleep, music, and immune function, is influenced by your emotional state during evening hours. Peaceful music, grateful thoughts support healthy melatonin production, while anxiety and worry can interfere. Music with this natural cycle. Your lymphatic system, which clears toxins and supports immune function, is activated by gentle movement and music. Deep breathing. Unlike blood circulation, lymphatic flow depends partly on conscious activity, making mindful movement a form of internal cleansing. Cognitive behavioral approaches work partly by rewiring neural pathways that connect thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations. Your music brain's plasticity means that changing how you think about your body can actually change how your body functions. The stress hormone cortisol has receptors throughout your body, including in immune cells. When cortisol levels remain elevated due to chronic worry or fear, music immune function is suppressed. Practices that promote inner calm help regulate cortisol and restore immune balance. Aromatherapy works through direct connections, music, between the olfactory system and brain, regions that control emotions, and music, autonomic function. Certain scents can immediately shift your nervous system towards states, music that support healing and relaxation. The practice of progressive muscle relaxation works by teaching your nervous system to recognize the difference between tension and relaxation. This awareness helps interrupt the chronic muscle tension that often accompanies emotional stress. Your brain, music waves naturally slow down as you become more relaxed, shifting from beta frequencies, associated music with active thinking, to alpha and theta frequencies, associated with peaceful music, awareness and healing states. The autonomic nervous system learns from experience, meaning that regular practice of calming techniques literally trains your body to access music, peaceful states more easily over time. Each moment of peace you create makes the next moment of peace, music, more accessible. Interoception, your awareness of internal body music. Signals like heartbeat, breathing, and muscle tension can be strengthened through mindfulness practices, improving your ability to recognize and respond to your body's needs for healing. The neurotransmitter serotonin, crucial for mood regulation, is music, produced primarily in the gut. The quality of your digestive health influences your emotional well-being, while your emotional state affects your digestive function in a music ongoing feedback loop. Healing imagery that includes all your senses, not just music, visual, but also auditory, tactile, and kinesthetic music elements, is more effective at influencing physiology than imagery that engages only one sense. Your imagination is most powerful when it's fully music embodied. The parasympathetic nervous system, when fully activated, not only promotes relaxation but also supports cellular repair, tissue regeneration, and immune music system optimization. Rest is not just the absence of activity, it's the presence of healing. Cold exposure, when done mindfully and gradually, can activate beneficial stress music responses that strengthen immune function and increase resilience. Your body's ability to adapt to gentle challenges enhances its overall capacity for healing. The practice, music of self-compassion, activates neural pathways associated with caregiving and attachment, which promote the release of oxytocin and other healing hormones. Being kind to yourself is biologically similar to being cared for by someone else. Rhythmic activities like walking, dancing, or drumming can synchronize brainwaves and promote states of calm focus that support healing. Your body naturally seeks rhythm, music, and harmony, and conscious rhythmic practices enhance this innate tendency. The placebo effect is enhanced when treatment music is delivered with warmth, attention, and genuine care. The healing power of belief is amplified by the healing power of human connection, showing that both hope, music, and love are forms of medicine. Gentle exposure to sunlight. Music influences circadian rhythms, vitamin D production, and mood regulation in ways that support immune function. Natural light is not just energy for vision, it's information for your entire physiology about how to optimize health. The practice of mindful eating, music paying attention to hunger, satiety, taste, and texture improves digestion, music, and nutrient absorption while reducing stress-related eating patterns. Music, consciousness applied to nourishment, enhances both the pleasure and the benefit of food. Your music fascia, the connective tissue that surrounds muscles and organs, contains numerous nerve endings and responds to both physical and emotional states. Music, gentle stretching, and mindful movement help release stored tension and promotes system-wide relaxation. The gut-brain axis is so responsive that your digestive music system can sense and respond to your emotional states even before you're consciously aware of them. Your body's music wisdom often knows what you need before your mind does. Therapeutic touch and massage. Music work partly by stimulating the vagus nerve and promoting the release of healing hormones. Human contact is not music, just comfort. It's communication between nervous systems that promotes mutual regulation, music, and healing. Your capacity for healing is influenced by your sense of meaning and purpose. Music. People who feel their lives have significance show better immune function and faster recovery from illness. The meaning you find in your experiences becomes medicine for your body. You might be feeling music tired now. That's perfectly fine. Breathe slowly. Feel the cycles. Your heart beats, your lungs expand and contract. Your cells constantly, music, renew themselves. All are circles, cycles, endless music renewal. Like your breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Music, a small cycle within the vast cycle of life, death, and rebirth. You are also part of that eternal movement. You don't need music to hold onto anything. Let everything unfold in its perfect order, like healing, happening quietly in its own time. Unhurried, unresisting, simply unfolding. We're almost there now. Your cells replace themselves constantly. Most of your body is completely new every 7 years. The you that heals today is literally not the same you that was hurt before. Your capacity for renewal is written into your very biology. Healing happens in waves and music, cycles, not linear progression, like sleep cycles and seasons. Your body has natural rhythms of repair and restoration. Honoring these rhythms supports the natural intelligence of healing. The heart, music, generates the body's strongest electromagnetic field, extending several feet beyond your physical body. The emotional coherence you cultivate influences not only your own healing, but the well-being of those around you. Your nervous system is designed to return to calm after stress. The challenge in modern life is not that stress occurs, but that we don't allow enough time for this natural music recovery process. Peace is your nervous system's home state. Laughter, music, changes gene expression in ways that boost immune function and reduce music inflammation. Joy is not just a feeling, it's a genetic music instruction for health and vitality. The practice of gratitude increases activity in the hypothalamus, which regulates music, stress, sleep, and many metabolic functions. Thankfulness is a form of internal medicine that supports multiple healing systems, music, simultaneously. Your brain produces new neurons throughout your life, especially in areas associated with learning and memory. This neurogenesis is enhanced by peaceful states and suppressed by chronic stress. Every moment of calm, music supports your brain's renewal. The simple act of smiling, even when you don't feel particularly happy, can trigger the release of endorphins, music, and other mood-boosting chemicals. Your facial expressions communicate music directly with your nervous system. Deep sleep is when your brain clears metabolic waste, music, through cerebrospinal fluid. This physical cleansing process is essential for mental clarity, music, and emotional balance. Rest is literally how your brain cleanses itself. Your immune system is more active during certain moon phases and seasonal music changes, suggesting that healing is connected to larger natural cycles. You are not separate from music, the rhythms of the earth and sky. The vagus nerve, stimulation that occurs during singing, humming, or chanting has measurable effects on heart rate variability and immune function. Your voice is an instrument of healing. Music. Healing imagery is most effective when it includes your body's natural symbols, flowing water for circulation, warm, light music for energy, gentle breezes for breath. Your unconscious mind speaks in the language of nature. The hormone DHEA, which supports immune function and tissue repair, increases during states of deep relaxation and positive emotion. Your capacity for joy directly, music, supports your capacity for healing. Your body temperature naturally drops as you become more relaxed, conserving energy for repair and restoration. The cool relaxation you might be feeling now is your body shifting into healing mode. Mirror neurons allow you to experience healing vicariously, music, by watching others heal or imagining healing in yourself or others. Your empathy is also a pathway to your own wellness. The practice of mindful music breathing influences gene expression related to inflammation and immune function within just a few hours. Every music, conscious breath is a form of genetic medicine. Your music body's healing intelligence operates largely below conscious awareness, like a vast symphony playing in the background of your life. Trust in this intelligence is itself a sikitu. form of healing. The electromagnetic frequencies of your brain and heart can synchronize, creating music coherent patterns that support optimal functioning throughout your body. Inner harmony creates biological harmony. Healing often, music begins with acceptance, not resignation, but as a peaceful acknowledgement of what music is, which allows your body's natural repair mechanisms to function without interference from mental music. Resistance. Your cells communicate through chemical signals called cytoines. Positive emotions promote music, the production of healing cytoines, while negative emotions can trigger inflammatory ones. Your emotional state is a cellular conversation. The practice, music, of sending loving thoughts to specific parts of your body can influence blood flow and healing in those areas. Your attention's music, a form of energy that your body can feel and respond to. Sleep spindles, brief bursts of brain activity. Music during sleep are associated with learning, consolidation, and emotional integration. Your sleeping brain is actively processing and healing from the day's music experiences. The healing response is holistic, involving not just physical repair, but emotional integration and spiritual renewal. Music, true healing, addresses the whole person, not just symptoms or problems. Your body's wisdom, music, extends back millions of years through evolution. The healing responses you can access now are the same ones that helped your ancestors survive and thrive through countless music challenges. Healing begins in the mind, not because the mind controls the body, but because mind and body music are one unified system of consciousness and flesh, awareness and biology, forever intertwined in music, the dance of life itself. And so our quiet journey through the science of mind-body healing comes, music, to a gentle close. We've traveled from the microscopic dance of immune cells responding, music to thoughts, to the vast networks of consciousness that connect every aspect of our being, discovering along the way that healing is not something we receive, but something we participate in with our whole selves. From the first conscious breath that activates your vagus nerve, to the final moments before sleep when your body shifts into deep restoration. Music. We've glimpsed how the boundary between mind and body dissolves in the light of true understanding. The science of healing reminds us that consciousness and biology are not separate realms, but aspects of one's seamless whole. Much of the most profound healing happens in silence, in the spaces, music between thoughts, in the gentle rhythm of breath and heartbeat. These discoveries, music, teach us patience, showing us that wellness unfolds in its own time and way. Without this understanding, we might search for healing everywhere, except where it actually begins, in the quality of our own awareness. By pausing to notice the miracle of our own being, we glimpse music, the extraordinary healing wisdom that flows through every moment. And now in these final minutes, take the music deepest breath you can, as deep as possible. Think about the unity of consciousness itself, yours, mine, everyone, music. Listening, all awareness everywhere, perhaps all connected in ways we don't yet understand. Music, you are not alone in the universe of minds. Every thought of healing you think joins the thoughts of healing everywhere, creating a field of wellness. Music that supports all life. Let your entire being dissolve into the ocean of consciousness, into dreamless music. Rest, into the space before thought. Prepare for deep sleep. No boundaries left, only peace. But there's music, no need to do anything now, nothing at all. You've traveled far tonight, deeper into the mystery of healing than most music journeys take you. You can allow these thoughts of mind and body to fade now, like warm mist dissolving in morning sunlight. Music, leaving only the gentle calm behind. Let your breathing deepen. Let your body, music, feel heavier, as if you're slowly sinking into a soft cloud that holds you perfectly. If sleep comes, let it carry. Music, you like a gentle river, smoothly, inevitably into a realm where healing happens without effort, where your body's wisdom can work freely through the peaceful hours of night. Music, If your eyes are still open, the next video is waiting for you, ready to continue the journey. But if their music closed, stay there. Stay in the darkness that feels safe and warm. Tomorrow, your body, music will still be healing. Your mind will still have the power to influence your wellness. But tonight belongs music to the quiet magic of rest. Rest well. Peaceful soul. And remember, healing begins wherever consciousness meets the body with kindness. And that meeting place is always available to you. Good night. Music, 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 heat, heat, music, 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 music,